We've seen movement across universities in the UK demanding decolonisation of our institutions. Are you committed to the decolonisation of Leeds University?
Yeah, I can be very quick in my answer there, absolutely. But I should say a little bit more than that. I think it's very important that we define decolonization, and that would go beyond just removing offensive names or looking at the history curriculum around how we teach about colonial times. I think decolonizing the curriculum needs to be the idea needs to be expanded, and I think we need to work really hard to create an inclusive curriculum. And that's not just in the social sciences and humanities, but also in STEM fields. And I've actually done quite a bit of work in that area in my previous job in London, where I worked with people in the School of Public Health who looked at their public health, global public health curriculum, and found that a lot of the reading lists, I think 95% off the top of my head, had articles and readings from the top 20 universities in the world, and most of them, of course, if not all of them, are in the global north. And so they did a lot of work on looking at reading lists, looking with students to which particular topics they wanted to get taught in their global public health curriculum. And that project is now being expanded across all of the university that I worked for in London. But I'm working together with people in the University of Leeds, Louise Banahini and others, to bring some of that work also to the University of Leeds. So I think we need to take a really good hard look, not just at our curriculum in social sciences and humanities, but across the entire university. But then also at how we teach and how we conduct ourselves in the classroom, how we make sure that students from different backgrounds actually bring their lived experiences into the classroom. And if the curriculum, of course, is much more inclusive, it makes a lot more sense for students' backgrounds to be valued and to be brought into the way we teach. And we need to think about that also from an evidence-based pedagogy perspective. So I think research intensives need to be very aware that also in the types of research that they bring into their teaching, there are lots of ways of decolonizing across the piece, again, not just in particular topic areas. So it's something that I find extremely important, and I'll definitely be working with colleagues at the university in the next few years to make that happen. So you have my full support, but we also need, of course, student voices, and it's not something that we can figure out only from the leadership at the university.